And now to the biggest Beltway scandal that the mainstream media continues to ignore almost entirely. The Justice Department this week agreeing not to prosecute Debbie Wasserman Schultz's IT aide for House cybersecurity and theft. Imran Awan pleading guilty to minor bank fraud charges. He's expected to receive probation at his sentencing hearing on August 21. Now, Awan was transferring money from the Congressional Federal Credit Union to Pakistan before trying to flee the country. Our next guest says many crimes clearly took place in the Awan case, but there is no will to prosecute. Joining me now, Daily Caller investigative reporter Luke Rosiak. Luke, congratulations. You're one of the few people who's been working hard on this story. What was, to the best of your knowledge and your suspicions, what was Awan up to?
This is a guy that had access to all the emails and files of 1 in 5 members of Congress. Wow. And when you talk to his relatives and people who know him very well, he's motivated by money. This is a guy with an unstoppable quench for money. He'll do nothing. He'll stop at nothing to get it. And as part of his job, he had access to all this sensitive information. He also was in charge of ordering computer equipment for Congress, a lot of it, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. And so what investigators found is 2 separate things. Number one was a financial scheme in the House of Representatives where invoices were being falsified so that hundreds of thousands of dollars of computers were not tracked. They were treated like petty cash. And then the second thing, which is more worrisome, is that he was accessing members of Congress's computers and logging into their personal usernames in ways that he had no legitimate reason for doing so. And when you talk to people who know him very well in his background and all through his past, this is a guy who's been repeatedly accused of what's essentially extortion. So that's what we worry about here, is the leverage that he has over members of Congress. Well, and he was also,
what worries me in addition to that is the fact that he was also clearly had contacts in Pakistan. And Pakistan, yes, it's supposedly an ally, but it's an ally that I'm very wary of. It's also a country that has some very suspicious banking practices of its own. There was a bank called BCCI that was a terribly corrupt, supposedly the most corrupt bank ever in history, was dealing with terrorists, drug dealers, etc. That was based in Pakistan. And if this guy was sending money to a banking institution in Pakistan, giving them access to a federal credit union, the most important federal credit union in the country, that of Congress, that could be very dangerous.
Well, this guy was wiring hundreds of thousands of dollars to Pakistan. The FBI has hundreds of suspicious activity reports from banks documenting bizarre arrangements with cash flying every which way, cash from different bank accounts being withdrawn, deposited, sent over. His family had about a dozen LLCs. One of them was a purported car dealership that had fake employees listed on its website and took $100,000 from an Iraqi government minister while these guys were working for members of the intelligence committee.
So why, let me cut to the chase here. Why did the DOJ give him immunity then with all these charges and potential charges against him?
Well, that's what they can't explain, and they didn't explain, is there is a tremendous amount of evidence here, and the FBI from the beginning refused to investigate. And that's why I've been following this case for 18 months. I knew it was rigged from the beginning, and as a reporter, you kind of get the sense that there's a cover-up afoot, and that makes you want to pursue it more.
Well, and as a reporter, you get the sense that the reason that they gave him, they cut him a deal was because he had all his sensitive information on Congress. And,
right.
and these correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were all Democrat Congress people, but they were afraid, and they might have used their influence on DOJ to cut this guy a deal.
Yeah, absolutely. And this guy, I mean, he had access to all of their emails, and the lawyers were actually pretty clear, his lawyers, what they would say if he was taken to trial. They were going to, number one, blame Democrats and congressmen for basically not caring about cybersecurity. It turns out that the Congress has such shoddy cybersecurity, it's like equivalent to like a grandma's Hotmail account. Like, they just run it so sloppily. And they were going to put that on the Democrats, who talk about Russia all the time. It's hypocritical, right. It's embarrassing. The second thing is this procurement scheme. When they're falsifying these invoices, what no one really mentioned is that the chiefs of staff have to sign off on that. And so they were going to implicate members of Congress and chiefs of staff in a procurement scheme, the systematic cooking of the books in Congress.
Wow.
And one person in particular a guy named Shelley Davis. He was the chief of staff for Congresswoman Yvette Clarke from New York. Democratic chief of staff implicated him as working with these guys in a kickback scheme. So basically, some people said, is this guy being protected by the DOJ because he's going to squeal on members? That's not what it was. It was if you prosecute him, that's when there's going to be this spectacle. It would be the trial of the decade.
No, absolutely.
You've had members testifying.
The deep state was deathly afraid of what this guy was going to reveal. Finally, we only have about 30 seconds for this. He had Debbie Wasserman Schultz's PC, and it was planted in a phone booth. What's the story there? I mean, it's bizarre.
So after he was banned from Congress, he came into the House building at midnight, left Debbie Wasserman Schultz's laptop in a phone booth, and he put a piece of paper on top, and it said attorney-client privilege. So then later, he tries to flee the country, and he's arrested, and they introduce the laptop as evidence, and he says, well, I said attorney-client privilege, so you can't use it. And Jeff Sessions, Mr. Magoo, he says, well, I guess we can't look at it then, and they never try. So when Trump talks about a server, he's not talking about the DNC. He's talking about the Debbie Wasserman Schultz's laptop and the House Democratic Caucus server, which the cops said went missing.
Why do you think? By the way, why do you think we only have 10 seconds? Why do you think Jeff Sessions was not interested in getting to the bottom of that?
Well, he was unwilling to take on 40 angry Democrats. But if Trump wants to know how Sessions reacts when he's not recused, it turns out it's not any different than how he acts when he is subject to a recusal.
Yeah. Luke Rosiak, great work. I mean, terrific journalistic work. Of course, you got it all to yourself because the mainstream media isn't interested in this story. So congratulations. You've done the best with it. Luke, thank you very much. I appreciate it.